I was working on the next video about world design of No Rest for the Wicked, and just now something came up. Thomas Mahler, the CEO of Moon Studios, he posted a tweet about the new class system. I was talking about this class system in my previous video. I was wrong. I thought that this will be some sort of Skyrim kind of system. Valheim. You know, when you do stuff, when you use the weapon, you raise the level of that weapon. A lot of people in the comments thought the same thing, like this one. Isn't that just a typical Bethesda approach? You're sneaking in Skyrim, you get sneak points. You jump, you get acrobatics. You attack with a sword, you get one-handed points, etc. I thought the same way, but then I saw that Thomas Mahler mentioned Final Fantasy Tactics, and he was mentioning it a lot, but I never looked up what is the actual class system out there, and I never played this game. So I watched some tutorials and Reddit posts about what the system actually is. Let's learn about Final Fantasy Tactics. In short, there is a pretty good answer here. Your characters pick a class/job, learn skills exclusive to that class by leveling up or earning job points, and then can use some of those skills when they switch to another class. I would say the fun part is mixing the abilities from multiple classes plus equipment into one character to get force multipliers. Coming up with these different combinations is where the fun is. From what I understood here, this will definitely not be the Skyrim kind of leveling. The current system, the Souls-like system, I don't think I'm the only one who is kinda tired of the system, because it gives you the same problems, the same challenges. Even Thomas said that From Software has used this model for over 17 years. Most of the games, especially Souls-likes, they just use the system and they don't even think about some other ways to implement leveling and build crafting. First of all, I want to say that these are just my assumptions. If you have your assumptions or you played Final Fantasy Tactics, comment, say what we don't know and maybe your assumptions. So then when the game will come out, when the system will come out, we were like, yeah, we knew this thing all along. Let's try to implement these systems on how it can work in No Rest for the Wicked. So we have these screenshots here. These are jobs, basically. I guess that you pick a job by using a specific weapon. We have a Heretic, level 20. We have Mage, level 4. We have Sorcerer, level 26. Someone played a lot of Magic. They also played, I don't know, Heretic, something with a faith. And he definitely played a lot of this guy, Oracle. And how can you create an actual build? When you're playing a specific class, a specific job, you are unlocking the runes and probably traits. So these are runes and traits that are specific to this class. So you played something until level 26. You played Sorcerer and you open some traits, some runes, and then you decided that you want to play Heretic. But the runes and the traits that you opened for this class, now you can use them on the other class. For example, you opened something like this. I guess these are fiery steps, I don't know. You open this and then you can put this rune into another job, into another class. So that gives you a lot of opportunities on how to create your unique build, how to combine different abilities, different runes, different traits. And that is what probably the actual build crafting will look like in No Rest for the Wicked. Right away, I have a question. If we open a specific trait or ability that is related to a specific weapon, and how it will transfer, for example, to Oracle, which uses a different weapon. Right now in the game, we have skills that are used on a specific weapon types. For example, we have an X throw, but how can the X throw that will be open, for example, if you play Spell Warden, how can this X throw be used when you're playing Heretic? That is one of the questions that I have right away. And what are the actual traits? I think these are some buffs. I cannot quite get it. I don't have any assumptions. Again, if you have any assumptions about this, comment. So what we can also see, each class has a set of weapons. Depending on the weapon that you use, you can master it. I think this image does not represent it properly because these are two of the same weapons and this is the same weapon. But basically you have a lot of weapons here. Depending on which weapon do you use, you master it. I'm not sure what will be opened when you master it. Probably, I think when you upgrade a level of the specific job, you will open new traits. When you will use a weapon, you will open runes. But again, this will work pretty well if you have the ability to use the runes that you opened on the other classes. How will your build crafting work? So for example, you upgraded your sorcerer. Now you think that you want to dip a little bit into heretic because it has some rune or some trait that you would like to put on your sorcerer. And then you decided that maybe you want to have some minions or something. And you decided to dip a little bit into necromancer to get some more traits and skills from it. And if they will be combined together, you will have your own unique build, a sorcerer that has the ability of a necromancer and of the heretic. But again, the next questions that comes up, you are basically locked to one weapon when you're using a specific class. But actually, I don't think this will be such a big problem because, for example, you can upgrade your sorcerer by using the staff. Then you take its traits and runes, start to play spell warden. You will have magic abilities while you're playing melee build. Thing is that I think to properly balance it all, to make it synergize, this will be very hard to achieve. But if they will manage to do this, this potentially can be revolutionary for this kind of genre. Oh, by the way, off topic, I tried to apply to creator program for No Rest for the Wicked because some of my videos really worked well, and I'm very grateful that you guys liked it and commented so much and watched it so much. Thank you. But I couldn't meet the 10,000 subscribers requirement from Moon Studios to get into the creator program. So if you want, you can help a guy out. Thank you. I will be continuing my No Rest for the Wicked series. The next video will be about the world design. After that, probably we'll make a video about combat. Then we will see. If you want to see those, leave a like on this one and subscribe so I could get into that creator program.